Greetings, sir and sirettes, and welcome back to Robocraft with me, Lathrix, and of course, welcome to a bit of a sub-series. In this series, we're going to be testing out robots from the Robo Store, having a bit of a go of them, and giving a bit of a critical eye. Now, for the record, I'm generally not a very mean person, so I probably won't be too hard on the robots, and will ultimately give a very light-hearted opinion on them after maybe only 1 or 2 battles. This way, I can get as many robots done from the shop as possible. It's my goal to, well, do as many as I can in the time allotted. So expect quite short episodes, but lots of them. And if you have a robot which you want me to see, and want me to perhaps just have a go of on the channel, then of course leave it in the comments below. But please remember to also leave your username. If you only give me the robot's name, there is a very small chance of me actually finding it. The search thing isn't too great, but it's very good with usernames, as usernames are, well, pretty darn unique. So for today's episode, we're going to start off with something a little bit funny, honestly. It's something which I've already rented and had a lot of fun with, and if the server decides to be a little bit quicker, I won't have to cut. So these servers aren't doing too well today, as is evidenced by the Twitter feed I'm currently reading from the Robocraft official Twitter. It seems their third-party server's having a bit of an issue again, but nonetheless, let's see if we can get at least a few matches with this thing. This is the Air Plasma Bomber. I would love to tell you who this is actually created by, but like I said, I can't currently get into the shop. If I can get into the shop before the end of the video, I'll definitely show you. If not, in the description will be the full name and the name of the creator. So what's so special about this thing? Well, first of all, it's really cheap to hire and even quite cheap to purchase if you would like to, which of course leads to lots of people trying it out, and it's a really well balanced, like, Mark 1 flyer. It's bizarre and really fantastic and makes me think of the old helium flyers, except for using no helium and thus able to go into really low ranks. You can basically purchase this thing really quickly if you're new to the game. So if you're new to Robocraft, I would actually already recommend it. Now, it does have some glaring weaknesses which we'll get into when we get into the actual gameplay, but I really like this one. This is probably one of my favourite ones I've actually rented. Of course, I can't speak badly of the ones we've been renting recently from the Four Fine Fellows, but still, this one is something a little bit weird, out of the ordinary, and awesome. So let's get into a battle and see how it actually does. So here we are in the first match, and all we need to do is hold down space and we are up in the air. I think I just love this thing because I remember back when I first started Robocraft, the very first thing I wanted to do is make a flyer before I had wings, and this kind of just makes me happy to see, although it does heavily rely on the people you're fighting being not really too observant in the air, because as soon as one block is removed, and I mean that as in any block that isn't in the direct center bottom, this thing goes out of control and hits the ground and becomes absolutely useless. So it is fairly balanced, honestly. You're in the air before you should be able to, but the consequence for doing so is you are remarkably frail. Okay, let's pick on the plasma. And let's do it again, there we go. Damn, that's a bit of a sturdy one. Let's see if we can go on this plasma instead. Ideally, I don't want to draw too much attention. Killing the person you attack is probably the best kind of idea there. Also going for plasmas and not SMGs. Again, one block destroyed and you're pretty much out of it. So, doing what I'm about to do, do badly in fact, isn't really the best of ideas. But yeah, as you can see, it is really mean, honestly. I mean, if you're someone like me who is a higher level coming into this, you are essentially bullying people who are not used to looking up for flyers. It is mean. I will not argue against this. This is a very bad thing to do in terms of just morals, but at the same time, it's a flying plasma in like Mark 1. I got look, okay, one SMG, yep, one block down, and there I go. I'm trying not to spin, but sadly, I literally have no control over myself right now. And down we go, and that's what I get for not being observant myself. He was probably shooting me for a little bit there, and I could have probably got out the way. What's it, get really close? Oh no, he's getting so close, I could see his seat! Why are you so mean? Oh, wait. Was I not dead? Apparently I wasn't dead. So, there goes that. Let's get into another match and see if we can do a little bit better. Honestly, it wasn't the best driving by me. How is that flyer in here with wings? That's... Sometimes the matchmaking is a little bit weird. The servers managed to fix themselves long after the video was recorded, and so I'm putting this in here now. There we are, here's the designer name, I can't quite pronounce it, but there it is, and here's the full name and everything else. It costs 700 RP to rent, and currently it's rated as 3 style and 3 combat, although we will be rating it ourselves later. So, there we are, let's continue onwards. Okay, here we are with the second match. Now, this is actually some hours later. The servers completely failed on us, but now they're back, and there is a free premium code, which I believe you can find on the Robocraft's Twitter. Once again, I'll probably put that in the description if I remember. If I haven't put it there, then feel free to yell at me. And either there'll be a reason for it not being there, or, well, I've forgotten, it'll all be fixed and beautiful. Anyway, let's see if we can do better this time. Doesn't really help now I've had a few hours to, well, unlearn everything I just learnt from the previous battle, but I'm sure we'll make do. A couple of enemies down there, I failed to spot all of them. A quick shot in the dark, and no hit that time. Okay, we did a little bit of damage that time, and like I said before, this bot's all about being able to either kill the enemies before they see you, or simply really hoping they don't look up. If they don't look up, you're obviously absolutely fine, but as soon as you get hit, it's game over, really. There you go, a lot of damage to him, and there's an SMG there. Let's try and go for him as soon as possible. Complete miss, and can we help out with this SMG here? And a little bit of damage done, okay. That was rather nice. I think these are tier 1 plasmas. Yeah, they are Mark 1. It turns out it only costs 700 RP to actually rent this little thing, so very cheap. Cheap and lovely. Oop, hello. You've seen me. Revenge! I'm sure he's learned his lesson now and will totally not target me again. Ah, sadly not. We'll have to beat the lesson into his little skull. Nicely, of course. There's a lot of damage to the SMG, but of course now we are probably going to be noticed soon. I can't imagine he's not looking for me at this stage. Oh, maybe he's not. Like I say, I do feel kind of mean because we are in the low ranks, and the only reason this bot does well, tends to do well, is because the enemy doesn't see them, because it's not used to looking up. Well done for that plasma, though, who I did down earlier. Yeah, you can't really do much dodging with this thing. But saying that, you could go side to side. Yay! We got the kill regardless. Now, can we go and cap? That's the question. Didn't mean to rectify there. Whoops. Now, if I go forwards, I imagine I can ski along. Just don't. Okay, now go. Oh no, because the side isn't there. That's a shame. Well, we got downed in the end, but we did get 1 kill and 3 assists, so that was a lot better at least. So let's try again, and let's see if we can actually survive in the air for an entire match. I'm actually quite happy with how frail it is, because the tiniest bit of user error, or like I was then, complete lack of awareness, and you're pretty much out of the sky. So it's not that cheap. Okay, it's time to be a little bit more conservative in our playstyle. We're going to stay around the edges of the map as much as possible, allow our friends to advance, and try to pick people off from the outskirts, not going above them all the darn time, which is pretty darn stupid and completely user error. So I'll give it a quick shot at that. Miss, but almost. At least we saw what there was there. Let's see if we can perhaps get the SMG a little bit, tiny little bit. Okay, then let's keep moving out. Don't want to stay too obvious, but I really do want the SMG dead. In fact, I want all SMGs dead. And not quite. Focusing here. It's really hard to see through like dust storm, which is of course this map. And excellent, a bit of damage done there. See if we can perhaps get another hit. No, he moved out of the way there. Sadly, there is an enemy over just there. And no, what are you doing, sir? Stay still. I wish to hit you. You're climbing up the side, but my plasma ally there actually got the hit. Well done. Where are all the ones which are down there? I can't see them, but let's go and help out at the base. Sadly, it is an SMG, but it's an SMG with very low health left, and it's been destroyed regardless. Fantastic. Where are the remaining 3? I see one of them. I did see one of them. There he is. Ah, your random movements, sir, are far too much for my accuracy. Okay, oh, they've seen us. They have okay, we're just about still in the air. Excellent. Just keep doing that, and we should be able to take him out of the match before he completely kills us, at least. We're just in the air because all he managed to take out was one of the bottom thrusters. Did he really get that unlucky that he only hit the bottom thrusters twice? We're just about in the air. There we go, a little bit of damage to him. We are being capped. And we did a load of damage there, and he got finished off by the SMG. Well done, sir. Okay, we're stopping the capping, and we're capping ourselves. I think this may be the first match where we've ended up in the air. Absolutely wonderful. That is, of course, if this plasma doesn't hit us, which he very much well can. He very much well can. Well, I can sentence well. There we go, fantastic. GG, lads. And second place again. Not too shabby. But I am determined to get first place. No, but I am determined to perhaps not take damage for one match. All that let's go round the outskirts didn't really happen, so let's see if we can make it happen in the next match. The final match on the new map. Let's get started. And apparently our glass friend is here again. Let's see how we do. Okay, I'm going to go straight over here, straight around the sides, actually utilising the speed of this bot, and let's see if we can do a little bit of flanking around the edges. That would probably be the best use of this thing. Also, not staying still ever. Probably hitting one enemy, then moving on to the next might also be a much better idea. I do wish you could not always hold down space. That would be fantastic. But sadly, the moment you let go of space, this thing does lose control. Well, not lose control, but it becomes very unstable. You just hold down space and keep on holding it. Well, we've stopped this fellow getting into the main fight, so we did something at least. I'd feel very bad going for that fellow there, because I believe that's one of the starter bots. There we are, 1 kill. Excellent. I'll say I feel bad just playing this bot anyway, so if I'm going to feel bad, I may as well do it right. Like this. Taking out people's legs. Ooh, Ryle. Hello. I feel much less bad killing you. See? I didn't feel bad at all about that. In fact, I feel rather elated. Oh, hello. I'm going right over the battlefield. Shouldn't have done that. Fired, but, you know, I want to hurt people. In the kindest possible way. I hurt people so my team don't get hurted. If that hit, I would have been amazed. A little bit of damage done there, but not much. Let's go back now. I was just about to say out of the range of that SMG. Oh, we're not down. Oh, we are going down now. I think that was one of our upwards thrusters. Yep, there we are. I'm amazed that actually stayed stable for any amount of time there. Up? Nope. Yeah, definitely one of the upwards thrusters. As now the upwards causes a flip. On the upside, this does mean we can actually move places. Yeah. No. Yeah, no. Okay, backflip to do that. Now, wait. I thought forward flip made me go forward. There we are. Okay, this is absolutely fine. Nothing's wrong with this. Turn, 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 and... Ooh, hello. We have just enough turning power and just enough forward thrust that we are now actually basically a ski bot. That's absolutely fine. Still didn't manage to get, you know, above the map for the whole battle, but we did get a few kills and did a lot of damage while up there. I imagine a slightly higher ranked version of this with basic shielding and stuff would do really well. However, that kind of misses the point, because at that point you are against regular flyers, and the whole point of this one is, look, you're a flyer before flyers are there. Although we are fighting against someone called Jeff the Mighty. I mean, well, I don't really fancy my chances there. Actually, we are losing. Both of them must be on the cap point. Although we do have people going to our cap point now. If we can maybe do... Why can't I turn suddenly? Okay, apparently you need to jump a little bit to... Come on, come on, come on, come on. Nope, nope, nope. Reverse, and nope. I keep forgetting this thing can reverse. Oh, this is so embarrassing. Come on, let me get back. I demand it. Stop being so light and go for... No. 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 Well, we win anyway. There we go. Victory. Well done, GG. And we got first for that display. Well, you know, I'm not going to complain. So let's have a quick little last discussion before we go and give this thing its ranking, which of course I already have because you're prompted to give a 5 out of 5 both in style and combat after your first battle. And of course, this is far from my first battle with this thing. I think I've used it about 20 times now, maybe a little bit more. So, honestly, I really like it. It really appeals to me because it's doing something you normally can't do way before you can normally do it. It's a really cool concept. It's nice, it's simple, and it's cheap. And rank 1s can actually purchase it very, very quickly. Not rank 1s, level 1s rather, can purchase it very quickly from the Robo Store. So let's pretend the phone didn't just go off and there probably isn't a really obvious cut there and move on. So let's have a quick talk about if this bot is actually fair to use and how cruel is it. So of course, the big thing is, this bot is flying before you're meant to fly, as I previously mentioned, which means it's going to be picking on and kind of preying on people who don't yet know enough of the game to look to the skies for their enemies. Of course, they'll learn fairly quickly after being killed by this thing, but a lot of the time, people simply don't shoot up. It's not something they come across until Mark 4 or higher. Of course, this thing is a Mark 1, so it's a bit of a weird reality check when this thing is suddenly hitting you from the skies. But I would honestly argue in the favour of this thing isn't really that mean, it isn't really that cruel, just because of how easy it is to take out of the sky. Its actual armour value, its sturdiness, has a lot to be desired, and a single hit, more likely than not, will take this straight to the ground, where it is pretty much defenceless due to having absolutely no armour really around the seat. So I think it's balanced enough, even if it is a little bit mean-spirited, if nothing else. Now, the important thing, how many stars are we going to rank this? Like I said earlier, normally the stars are given after the first battle, but since we've had multiple battles, let's just give them in the air. Out of 5, I would say its combat is probably a 2, as it relies completely on being unseen and, well, unheard to do any battle whatsoever, and it's so liable to being destroyed it simply can't fight anything if it's been seen. As long as the enemy has even a little bit of accuracy, this thing's going out of the skies, and you're always so nervous to press backwards or try to lower your altitude because this thing can flip for no reason occasionally, or at least it's very easy to flip with even the slightest control error. When it comes to style, on the other hand, I would say this is a 5, as I am counting the ability to fly in the favour of style. So 5 out of 5 for its style, because it does something which it's not meant to be able to, and it's really, honestly, quite nice looking. So yeah, 5 out of 5 for style, 2 out of 5 for combat, and that's just my little take on it. Now, if you would like me to play around with any of your bots and have a little ranking of them, then of course leave a comment below with your username, very important, and your robot name. If you give me both of these, I will be able to find it, definitely. If you only give me one of them, then the chance is very, very slim, and I probably won't even look. So yeah, and of course that goes for any bots you think you would like me to see having a bit of a go of. So, with that, thank you very much for watching the first ever episode of this sub-series, which I haven't yet named, and of course, likes, favourites, shares, comments, all that good stuff helps out me, helps out the channel, and most importantly, shows that Robocraft is a series you wish to see continued in the future. Thank you so much for watching, and goodbye.